Pliskin 54 here, Warhawk Defense. It's a nice summer late afternoon, and the wind has completely died down. We had some pretty good wind blowing earlier today, but it's all died down. So it's a perfect time to do a video on a gun that I really like. We've shown before, but we haven't really focused on as a specific review, and that would be this cap and ball Remington New Model Army. Okay, now this New Model Army is a replica, of course. This is a Pieta replica, made in Italy, and I got it at Cabela's for not very much money. I got it on sale. It'd be embarrassing if I told you what I got it for, because that was a few years ago when Cabela's was doing some pretty good sale deals. Needless to say, you'll pay $75, $80, or maybe $100 more for it now, but it's still worth it if you like black powder or you want to experiment with black powder. If you're like I am and you're primarily a pistol guy, you like old military rifles, you shoot a little competition. I had some military background, and so I've always been a shooter. I grew up shooting, but I'd never shot anything like black powder before. And I decided, we were out at the SHOT Show with my brother, my son. We have a little business, of course. The Warhawk Defense is our business, and we were out at the SHOT Show. And I was telling my brother, oh, I'd really like to, try this black powder stuff. And he's like, oh, what do you want to shoot those old guns for? You got to get a Glock, shoot Glocks and, modern guns, and, he was all about that. I said, no, I'm kind of interested in the historic value of these guns. And so I think and I was looking at them at the SHOT Show, and my brother kept grabbing me and yanking me away to go down and look at AR-15s and AK-47s and Glocks. And so when I got home from the SHOT Show, Cabela's was running an ad for these guns, and I thought, wow, it was such a good deal. I bought two. I bought one of these, and I bought an 1851 Navy. We'll do a look at that sometime as well. But I got this one, and it shoots great, and I like it. So anyway, there's the background. So I got into black powder, and once the bug bit, it bit hard, and now I've got a black powder rifle and 3 or 4 pistols, and we shoot black powder quite a bit. And you know what? My brother got into black powder. He's out in Colorado, and I went out there last year, and man, oh man, he's got a bunch of black powder guns, and he's all about black powder. Makes his own wads. We did a video on all this. So, you know what? It is, if you're a gun guy and you try it, wow, I think you're going to like it, because these are just cool. Historical, they're fun, and they're great. They're a lot of work to clean up, but you know what? It's worth it. So, anyway, this is a Remington, and it's a big old long barrel. As you can see, that baby is about 8 inches long. It's 44 caliber, cap and ball. And we're going to go load it up, and we'll show you how we load it and show you how it shoots and how accurate we can get it. And it's just really cool. It is way cool, and the price is really, compared to other kind of guns, it's great. And you don't need to get it through an FFL, so you can just go to one of the gun websites, order it, and they'll ship it to your house, and it comes with FedEx or something, and no FFL, no paperwork, no nothing. And if you buy black powder, best to buy it at the store, because if you mail order it, they tack on some silly $27 or $30 hazmat fee to ship it, because it's an explosive. And of course then the FBI will probably come and want to talk to you while you're buying explosives. But So just go buy it at the store. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to go load it right now. We'll show you what we do to load it. I think you'll like it. Here we go. Alright, here we are. We're going to load this baby. And I hope I'm not kneeling down in poison ivy. I think I sprayed it and got it all, but we'll see. So anyway, here is my black powder loading box. And it's got all the stuff we need. It's got the wads. It's got the balls. It's got the powder. It's got the caps. Okay. And it shoots a number 10 Remington cap. I'm using GoX real black powder, GoX real black powder in this flask. And this spout loads 24 grains of black powder, and it'll take up to 30, but I just use 24. That works pretty good. And here's the balls. They're 44 caliber, but the size is 4.54. So they're 4.54, 45 caliber basically. And we'll put them right here. Of course, it'll take 6 of them. And so 45 caliber balls. All right. And the way we load this is, you go to half cock. All right. Now you can spin the cylinder, and you take down the rammer here. All right, because you're going to use that to load it. You throw the powder, and you fill up the cylinder. So I'm going to put my finger on the front of this like this, and I'm going to get it full, close it, and I've trapped 24 grains. I'm going to pour in 24 grains of black powder. I'm going to put on a wad. These are lubricated wads to get some lubrication in the barrel. It helps with fouling. I'm going to rotate that ball under the rammer, and then I'm just going to ram it home. Rams home, and it shaves off a little ring of lead, which you want to get out of there. That little ring of lead, make sure that it's completely sealed, and so you're not going to get a chain fire. All right, we'll load the next one. You definitely do not want to get a chain fire. That's when all the cylinders or several cylinders fire, because this spark from the one that goes off will maybe ignite the other ones. There's that lead. I don't know if you can see it, but will maybe ignite the other ones, and that is not that's not cool. Not good for you, not good for your fingers, not good for the gun. So you definitely don't want to do that. So either use the oversized balls, use a wad, and make sure you get the lead shaving as you go around. All right, there's 3 of them filled. And this goes pretty quick. You know, you get in a rhythm with it. I do every cylinder individually. Then I know that I don't accidentally miss one. And you definitely don't want to miss one. Either miss putting the wad in, or miss putting the powder in, because if you ram a ball in and there's no powder behind it, you can get it out, but boy, it's a pain in the butt. You definitely don't want to figure that one out. There's ways to do it. We're not going to mention it, but there's ways to do it. Okay, Now there's all 6 loaded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So there we go. Now we've got to cap it. That's what's going to make it hot so we can fire. So to cap it, we'll use this capper, and the caps are lined up inside. And you just slide it in like this, put it over the nipple, and pull it off. And that's one capped. You slide another one down there. Well, you're supposed to be able to slide another one down there. Come on. Sometimes these cappers work, sometimes they're just a pain in the butt. Oh, this one's bent, that's why. That cap's bent. Well, one of those caps in there was bent and it was sticking everything up. Alright, let's do the rest of them. So now you know the good and the bad of it. Sometimes it's a pain. Alright, there's the other one pushed down. Now it's working like it's supposed to. Had a cap in there that was screwed up. That cap fell out. So we'll put it on. You can also put them on by hand if your hands are dexterous enough. Nope, that one went on pretty easy. Now, the idea of doing this in the middle of a fight is kind of scary. So what you do is have a whole bunch of different cylinders, because when we get through shooting this, we're going to talk about how the cylinders work. And I'm just going to give these a little shove, make sure they're all on there tight. Alright, now we're all primed up, ready to go. And there is a notch between each of these that I can lower it on. It's a safety notch. I've lowered it on that safety notch now, and we're safe. So, let's set up to fire now. Okay, here we are with our Remington new model Army cap and ball, 44 caliber. We're all loaded up and we're ready to rock and roll. The only thing I need to do is put my earplugs in. There we go. Got my other one in. We'll shoot on that target down there. All right, and here we go. I mean, this is the kind of gun they shot in the Civil War, and they're very cool. So here we go. This is from 30 feet. All right, 30 feet. It's single action, so you're going to cock the hammer. You're going to aim just like you would on a regular modern revolver, down the top strap to the sight. All right, and here we go. All right, here we go. Take the sight, dead center. Oh, shoot. That happens sometimes, misfire. Might have been something in the... Try it again. All right, dead center. Dead center. Here goes another one. That one was pretty close too. Here's another one. Oh, hot cap, hot cap. That one's good. Shooting pretty good. You like all that smoke? Nothing like it. It is very sweet. Let's go for a headshot this time. You'll notice when I cock it, sometimes those spent caps will fall out. And that's just, you know, and they're hot. So, you know what? That's probably why the guys in the cavalry in the Civil War, one of the reasons they wore gloves. But Anyway, here we go. Here we go again. Shoot for the head this time. See what we get. Oh, shoot. All right, we got 2 misfires in there, and it probably means that the nipples right here were plugged, and the fire didn't get all the way through into the powder and set the powder off. So we'll go down and try to unplug those, recap them, and shoot them again. But that's what happened in the real Civil War. I guess I should have run something through to clean those out. This has been sitting for a while. I cleaned it really well, but it's just something obstructing the fire hole. It goes through the nipple into the chamber. So we'll go look at how we got, and we'll cap these, come back and try it again. Okay, we recapped it, and we'll give it another try. All right, we're on one now. Let's give this a try and see how she goes. All right, here we go. All right, second time was the charm. All right, let's try the next one. There we are. All right, here we go. Second time. Second time's the charm. You know, you just, oh man, sulfur smoke. But these are sweet, you know, and if you were a cavalryman in the Union Cavalry, you know, you were the Battle of Chancellorsville, and you were out on picket duty, or you were out doing reconnaissance, or maybe even you were one of Jeb Stuart's cavalrymen, and you had managed to capture one of these from a Yankee. You know, a cavalryman would tend to have 2 or 3 of these. They would wear them in their cross draw, or some on their horse. They may have a couple of the old horse pistols, you know, and they might have a couple of these. These were really probably hit the Civil War forces 1863, 1864, 1865, because what happened was these were a little more expensive than the Colts. The Colts were the competition for these, and the Colt was a little cheaper. And the Colt, the Army had bought the Colt in mass, and what had happened was somewhere in the middle of the Civil War, the Colt factory had burned down. So then the Army went and bought a bunch of these from Remington and started equipping their troops with those. But it was 1863, 4 or 5 before they really hit the battlefield. Now, they're also called Remington 1858s, and that's because on the side of the gun here there's a patent, 1858. Well, that was just a patent. They didn't really make the first guns until 1861. This model really didn't come out until about 1863, and they hit the Army 63, 64, 65. But the Colts there was a lot more Colts out there. You know, the Colt Army. They were both 44 caliber. but the Colt was open top. Now the thing about this gun that's nice is this is an all metal frame, so it's closed across the top and you sight across here, and so this is set up like you would expect for a modern revolver. So this actually looks like the modern revolvers that we see today. And so this was actually an improvement, and in fact Bill Cody evidently carried one of these clear up until after the turn of the century, the 1900s, and he said he loved it. It never let him down. It was always a great gun. So Bill Cody liked it, so who am I, you know, to say I don't like it? But I tell you what, I do like it. And the nice thing about it is this gun has the ability to do some things, and we'll go back down to the loading bench, load it up again, and I'll show you why this gun was popular, and even after the war. So let's go down and take a look at that. Okay, 2 in the head, 4 in the body, center of mass. You know what? For an old black powder gun, it shoots pretty good, pretty accurate. 24 grain load in there, 4.54 lead ball, shoots darn good at 30 yards. Okay, so good personal defense, good weapon for wartime, and accurate. Now we're going to look at this gun and I'll show you why a lot of people really liked it. We'll load it up one more time, take some more shots with it. One of the reasons this gun was popular was because it was easy to change out cylinders. So what would happen is you could carry loaded cylinders, like 3 or 4 already loaded cylinders, and all you had to do was lower this ram, pull out the loading, or the center pin, put it on half cock, and you just roll that cylinder right out. So now you could roll a cylinder out and not only clean it, you could clean it. But if you had extra loaded cylinders that were already like 3 or 4 or 5 of them, you know what? You shoot this one, you just take your new one, you roll it in, you slide it, there you go. It slides. Now you can turn it free. You close this back up and you've got another loaded cylinder, and that's a lot faster than pouring in the powder, putting in the ball, and all that stuff. Okay, here we go. Remington New Army. We're going to take 6 more shots. Again, let me say I like this gun. It's a lot of fun to shoot, and it's accurate as heck. We're going to take 6 more. These will be the last 6, and then we'll call it. So here we are, out of the holster, ready to shoot. Wow, nothing like the smell of black powder. Whew, great. That last one I shot for the head was a little high, so we'll shoot 2 hands this time, see how better we can get. Go for the body again. This baby shoots great. I love it. It shoots great. Look at the smoke coming out of it. The smoke's just pouring out. Wow. It's as accurate as any modern gun. Shot 'em all. All right, we're done for the night. There we go. Let's go down and look at the shots on target, and we'll call it. All right, just to compare, there's a target with a modern revolver. We were shooting 38 Special plus P out of a snub nose modern revolver. We did a video just before on that one, and that's how that one shot. Now let's go over here, and there's how the new model Army in 44 black powder shot. Wow, that's pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. No wonder Bill Cody liked these so much. This gun is just great. I really like it. You know what? When you can get that kind of accuracy out of an old black powder gun, and you get all the smoke, the noise, the roar, well, it's just cool. I just can't tell you how cool it is. And if you don't shoot black powder, you really should. For one thing, the guns are like all really inexpensive, and equipment is not too expensive either, and the black powder is really not all that much different than if you're reloading your own. Look at that. That's great. That's great. One more look at the gun, and you can see how dirty she is. There it is, and you know, if you really looked at it, you'd see it is dirty, dirty, dirty. Oh yeah, look at my finger. My finger's dirty, my hands are dirty. You know, there it is, and there's all the equipment you need. There's the balls, the caps, the gun, the powder, and the wads, and that's it. And you can be shooting, so give her a try. It's a lot of fun. It's definitely worthwhile. And you know what? We will see you later.